Today we have a guest that can tell us how better to deal with the stresses in the workplace and how best to get ahead. WFMZ's Eve Tannery is with former Marine and author of the new book, No Yelling, Wally Adamchik. Eve?
Well, good morning, Hatsiel. Yeah, this just hit the shelves in the beginning of October, and it's filled with a lot of leadership pointers from Wally's personal experience and research that he's done. Great tips for helping people to get ahead in their jobs. Wally, good morning. Thanks again for being with us this morning. Talk to us a little bit about your experience. I know you were in the military for 10 years. Yes. How did that experience help develop you personally as a leader?
Well, for anyone who's been in the military, I think it's a confidence level, first of all. You know, we're not getting shot at out here in the civilian world for the most part. And I think the veterans coming out of Iraq, and any veteran is tested. They're drug-free, usually, and there's a confidence that they can do just about anything. They've been given responsibility at an early age to make mistakes, but to learn and get better from those things.
Yeah, and going into it so young, did you ever think that you would learn as much as you did about leadership, and that has really changed your life?
Like anything when we're young, we don't know what we're getting into,
right.
But you know, I met incredible people who were patient and tough as well, who helped me become a better person, and now I'm able to bring that out into the corporate world and share that with my consulting clients.
Great. And your book, as we mentioned last segment, talks about leadership through personal experience.
Yep.
And you mentioned the essential behaviors that make up the foundation of leadership. Highlight a few of those for us.
Well, it's the integrity thing. You got to be trustworthy, first of all. But you know, for you to lead me, you have to have an understanding of what I do. So there's a competency piece too, and all too often we promote people in from different industries or up into positions where they don't really understand the task they're overseeing. And one of my favorite ones is self-awareness. You know, understanding what you're good at, understanding what you're not good at, and either working to get better or avoid those things. And people aren't honest with themselves sometimes.
Yeah, and you talk about tips for people who are stuck in, quote, dead-end jobs.
Yeah.
But you say there's really no such thing as a dead-end job.
Well,
right?
A buddy of mine says, you know, you got to pick up the shovel and do the work. And all too often people are concerned about what's coming next than performing in the position they're in. You know, and that happens in all jobs. You know, a college student might come out and think, I'm going to be the CEO tomorrow. Why do I have to do this task? Well, proficiency, understanding the business, technical competence, proving oneself. So it's really what you do with the job. And if you do nothing with it, perhaps it would be a dead-end opportunity.
And tell us a little bit about what you're doing now in your life. This has really become your life, leadership and your experience in the military,
right? After I got my MBA from Carolina, I got into the consulting world, and clients just wanted help with helping their people lead better. So I speak to corporations and associations and help them develop their leadership capacity.
And who'd you have in mind when you wrote this book? Was it, you know, all age groups, people of all ages and all kinds of backgrounds?
The target audience from a user's perspective, I think, is what I'd call that emerging leader. You know, it could be a frontline foreman coming into a supervisory position, or a project engineer, a college person, you know, frontline entry level, emerging into supervision, who has no clue how to lead, but has all of a sudden said, good, you got it.
Yeah, yeah. And where can people find this? We've been hyping it so much.
You know, go to the online retailers. Amazon is the best way to get it. But, you know, I'd go to noyelling.net and preview it. Each chapter's got some previews there.
Okay, great, Wally. Thanks so much. And Hatsiel, coming up, we're going to talk a little bit more about how to just get up that corporate ladder. A lot of people just want to get ahead. You know, they work so hard, want to get ahead. Well, Wally has some pointers, and we'll tell you all about them coming up.